Once again, an apparent assassination attempt against former President Trump on the front page of every major newspaper in this country. It reminds us of John Kennedy, Gerald Ford, Ronald Reagan, all presidents targeted by assassins. But for a younger generation, those moments exist only in grainy images from long ago. This is new for them. Joining me now, Douglas Brinkley, presidential historian and professor of history at Rice University. Thanks for being on, Doug. You know, for those who remember these past assassination attempts, I think actually it can be triggering. We didn't even mention the turbulence of 1968, RFK and MLK assassinated, Vietnam protests. What lessons can we draw from previous moments of heightened political rhetoric and violence in the U.S.?
Well, Chris, for example, you grew up in Fairport, Ohio, and you're about a half an hour away from James Garfield's tomb, who was assassinated. You're about an hour away from the tomb of William McKinley. Two presidents slain, and school children go on buses, and they try to understand these dark, violent moments in American history. But alas, except for teachers and families willing to visit those sites, we are getting our violence via TikTok, YouTube, bites and clips. I mean, we've all seen the Zapruder film go through our mind a million times over. Donald Trump being shot in Butler, Pennsylvania, that image with fight, 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 that's really the heart and soul of the Trump campaign. This in Florida is disturbing because this would-be assassin had about 12 hours around the golf court, hanging out in camouflage, looking to get his open moment. So yes, it's a terrifying prospect that we run these 2-year-long presidential campaigns, and we're getting now down to 50 days, and there's a feeling across the land that our candidates are vulnerable to violence and assassination.
The Wall Street Journal today, Doug, used a striking phrase, at least it was striking to me. It described this apparent attempt as another warning about our deranged politics. Talk about the role leadership has played and can play in moving the conversation in a more positive direction. Bring down the temperature. I was thinking not of a politician, but, for example, of Jackie Kennedy, and how the country rallied around her in a time of crisis. How do we bring down the rhetoric?
Boy, what a great question. And Jackie Kennedy was amazing what she did. She did it with such grace and dignity and self-confidence, yet she was mournful to really the end of her life about the loss of her husband. I thought Melania Trump, her comment after Butler and before the Milwaukee Convention was trying to set a tone that was useful. But every day, it's going to start tonight. Donald Trump's going to be talking about crypto. He'll be talking about this. Harris campaign will say that democracy's on the ballot and it'll be the end of our country if they don't win. And it ratchets it up with this social media environment. I think President Biden's said something, but it's got to be an action, an executive action. We need more Secret Service now. If need be in the next 50 days, have National Guard around big outdoor rallies, or former police officers that can be quickly vetted to do perimeter work. But it's unacceptable that we're getting these kind of murderers lurking this close to presidential candidates. We've got to do something. We got 50 days to do it. And so I think the White House, working with Congress, needs to come up with something quick for that period, and then later maybe look how to expand the Secret Service.
You know, you mentioned my hometown, and I did grow up in Ohio, where we were taught every single year of grade school. Ohio is the birthplace of more presidents than any other state in the union, and we were extremely proud of that. And I wonder if little kids these days would be proud of that, too, given the tone of the rhetoric that we see today. Douglas Brinkley, it's always so good to have you on the program. Thank you.